I'm kind of glad Showbiz is back.
What?
You were. I mean, what have we lost? Nothing. Harriet, she's a cunt.
That whole show, it's not what we've lost in terms of people, it's what we've lost in terms of integrity of the game.
Look.
It's true. It doesn't matter. We can joke around as much as we like, but if they can do that, where's the incentive to ever be invested in someone? Where's the incentive for anyone to even apply to go on the show? Where's the incentive for us to care about the characters? Where is it? If they're just that replaceable, it's like a fucking conveyor belt now. It's nothing. It's like Big Brother's chicken factory. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't. It makes no sense.
Well, it does. Yeah, you're right. It is quite a departure in style, in that sense. But I like the unfairness of it. But say, for example, if you look at the example of Jack Joe, or commonly known as Pieface, virally in Southampton or what have you, he has been given 3 immunity idols. 1 he's used on himself, 1 he tossed away on Christian MJC, and one, does he have 1 left?
One left.
One
Yeah,
left.
one left,
So that's
yeah.
going to get wasted on a Big Mac or something. So
Yeah, you can swap your immunity idol for
now, if you look
McFlurry.
he was
Yes,
given
I saw it.
fairly or unfairly, and it was as much of a fix as Showbiz getting evicted on the first night. He got that immunity thing.
Yeah.
Now he's going to waste it. But had he used it more wisely, like he didn't really need, he wouldn't have been evicted. He would have
He
been.
could have been.
He should have held
He could have been. A lot of people are gunning for him
because of the pie face thing.
because of his personality.
But you like pie face now, right?
I don't know.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
So let's talk about some other things that happened that this week.
Are we done with last night?
I think so, because it just, honestly, it drained me so bad. On Twitter, if I was the editors of Big Brother and I read Twitter last night, there was not one person who had anything positive to say about that twist. I would imagine viewers have left in droves. You got people like Unhappy BB Fan who complain about outside contact. You just smashed the fucking show apart. You think people like that are going to carry on watching?
I mean,
they probably are.
His Twitter name is Unhappy BB Fan. What are they trying to do to people? It's not right. It ain't right.
You've made him that way, Ted. You've made him unhappy.
Yeah.
So
this never would have happened on Channel 4.
Can I have a bit of your water, please?
Oh, right.
So it's like an endurance today. Do you know what, listeners?
What?
It's my birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday.
And I'm doing a podcast, but I'm doing other things.
I think I heard Rob Sestonino do a podcast on his birthday once.
Oh, it's sad, isn't it? Oh, ain't she got anything better to do on her birthday? Well, yeah, I have, but I'm doing that afterwards.
What is that?
Going for a raver.
Oh, going up west.
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
All the trimmings. So the other main things that happened this week were there was like the Jade and Nick fallout. There was literally Jade became like the witch
Wasn't
of the house.
there a day where Nick...
He didn't speak to her and he just sold her out. I think we did that in our last one though.
Right.
But Nick has been pushing his journey so fucking hard. He was just like, oh, she's got me eating out the palm of her hand and this, that and the other, and going, I'm innocent, I'm vulnerable.
He said that?
Yeah. Did you see his VT? He said he was a twat.
Yeah, but VT doesn't count as like, you can't... I think your VT wouldn't be admissible in court.
No.
Because it's not true, is it?
But the way Nick is playing that house is, I think he's journeying too soon though. He is journeying way too soon.
What's his journey?
He goes...
What is his journey?
The other day he was like, oh, I actually like myself now. I thought, don't start liking yourself in week 2. That's the problem.
No, but he's saying things like, oh, I thought I was a bad person.
Yeah.
But then he self-proclaims himself a good person just because Pieface told him he is. Like, what does Pieface know? He doesn't know anything. But what if Nick keeps saying the word journey, but what is the journey? Dexter Coe was he didn't invent journeys, but he went in a bell end and he come out or something, God knows. So what is this Nick's journey? He's gone in like a rich person and watches cartoons in the bath, and he'll leave.
I think he's realised people like him now or something like that. Something along those lines.
Now that reminds me of Katie Hopkins.
Oh God.
And we don't need that.
So people online were saying about Jade, oh, she's a predator, she's this, she's that with Nick. And you know how when Nick didn't speak to her for a day, Jade went to try and get off with Christian, basically. That was good. That was entertaining. That's a good housemate right there, isn't it?
Yeah, but was she trying to get off with him?
No, she's just messing about.
With Jade, because... Well, the thing with Jade, because she is quite... oh god, this sounds so I'm not going to mention auras, don't worry. But the thing with Jade, because she's quite a self-proclaimed sexual person, although even though she's not slept with anyone,
slut, as Joel would say.
well, you can look at it that way, it's up to you. But the thing with that, when someone's like that, they're quite open sexually. It'll be like, oh, I'm attracted to you, or I'm not attracted to you.
Yeah.
You'll say it pretty much at the beginning of getting to know them.
Yeah.
And that's a good spot to be in, because then you can be close to someone physically without there being that thing about, am I going to fuck this person?
Right.
So in a way, I think that's a good thing about her. But I think with this Nick and Jay thing, I mean, they're back tight again now, aren't they?
They're not like they used to be, though.
No, but I think what they've done, they've got a showmance or a cuddlemance or a spoonmance or whatever you want to call it, mance, confused with an alliance. I think they've got similar games. They're both in a similar spot in the house. They're pretty much annexed together because they're seen as being together. So they might as well play the game together.
But Nick gets away with it because he's a boy and he's young and he's rubbing his hand through his hair and rubbing his nose. He gets away with it, while Jade gets called every name under the sun.
Well, let's let Jade, for once, can be the meat shield, because it's normally the man that's the meat shield. Hopefully they can both stay in the game. And they've just saved Jade as well. She wasn't on block and then come off it. So
yeah, Ted did just save Jade.
So some good things did come from that god-awful twist.
I like Jade's body language. I like the way she sits in that diary room chair. She just don't give a fuck. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I like Jade as a person. I just think she's a good housemate. If you can't differentiate between the two, that's your problem, not mine.
So I think Jade's a good housemate.
Yeah, she's a good housemate. And then Jack goes over to Christian and went, "Watch yourself," because he'd seen Jade cuddling next to Christian.
Oh,
would you take
pie face?
Yeah, would you take romantic advice off self-proclaimed virgin McDonald's manager Pieface?
Well, actually, I would, because I know that he's not good at keeping secrets. So if he's heard something, then you know it's going to get back to you. And probably, if he's saying, oh, I've got a feeling something's a bad idea, he's definitely heard it in the DR of Ted. So, yeah, I would listen to it very closely. And you know what? I think I said this last week. If I was in there, I would be right. That Jack Joe, he is desperate for friends. He's a complete idiot. He's really insecure. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT that you take to the end. He's the one. You've got to make sure he's in that final. And it's likely to happen, you know what I mean? I can see him going deep. But he is he's the GOAT. He is
bugging. So
very heavy goat to drag though, but...
So then, I'm just picking up on a couple of little bits because there's no way I'm going through everything that happened last week. Joel said, polyamorous is just a posh word for immorality. Discuss.
I have to discuss that? No. Polyamory is what we used to call cheating in the old days.
It's not cheating because everyone agrees to it.
Exactly, but I'm saying just, it's like remixed, isn't it?
But why? Who made him the morality police?
Well, he seems to be a bit uptight about issues of sexuality in general.
He seems to like wearing women's clothes.
That's true. He does dress up like a little tart, doesn't he? And God knows. Who cares what he thinks anyway?
Yeah, true. So then,
at least with Jade, like I know people will say, "Oh, I don't give two fucks," like who she sleeps with. But at least, like I said, like with someone like that that's quite open and upfront, it's like you always know where you stand with a person like that.
Yeah,
it's like there's no middle ground, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So then, sorry.
You're looking at your own blog.
I've got so many different notes. I'm just fucking confused. Oh yeah. So then we had the futuristic task. What was it? Big body or something?
No, come on now. Don't be rude. It's big bot. Now, 2050.
Yeah.
Assuming that Big Brother's still running, longest running reality show in the world ever. What's the first task that you see?
Electric shocks.
Now, do you know what? I'm not sure it was a pure electric shock. I had a feeling that thing was a buzzer.
Oh, was it not? Yeah, because no one was screaming, were they?
And why would you have it attached to your heart? Because surely that could be a risk for like Jack Joe or someone else, Eileen maybe.
And then Iris, it sounded like Iris was running out of batteries over the top of it. She was like, crap.
Right.
So then they had some shits to task, whatever, who cares?
Oh, what? Who's the biggest?
Far nice.
Bellin.
Now, this was an interesting conversation. Joel said to Kieran, does it cost a lot for a prostitute?
Oh, yeah.
And Kieran said, £60 an hour.
No, £60 for half an hour.
Half an hour?
Yeah.
So, plus extras.
What? What extras?
It didn't elucidate on that.
Oh, and then Joel said, this is good.
Yeah, could you get her to clean your house afterwards?
Yeah, if you finished early.
Yeah, because that's what you want from a prostitute, really, isn't it?
Well, he said all his car cleaned. Typical entitled person, isn't it? It's like, well, you know, I'll pay for my half an hour, so you know, a gentleman, Tom or whatever you call him, would be like, you know, here's an extra £5.
Yeah.
Be on your way, fine lady.
Yeah.
But no, he has to get some household chores done.
He's a Tory.
And he probably tips about 30p.
Yeah, he's a Tory, isn't he?
Well, he's a lot of things, isn't he?
Right, shall we do the Aaron bit now?
Well, if you're ready to go through the emotions, then yes.
Can I have some of that water because my mouth's dry?
Would it not be better just to have that water on?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah.
It's your water. Is that all right?
Yeah, let's not.
I've already been to the loo.
Let's not get too much into the water. Would it be like the twins and the eggs?
Look, it's my birthday. You've got to be nice to me today.
Oh, right. Okay.
So, what should we say about this Aaron thing?
Right, well, hang on.
How do you want to tackle it?
Well, don't we have to say what happened first?
Yeah, do you want to say what happened?
Well, someone... No, hang on. First of all, where did it start?
Spin the bottle.
Right. Oh, yeah, and Joel would not get off, or kiss even, with Aaron. Now, first of all, when you do spin... I don't want to... Oh, God, you can't win in this conversation, can you?
No, it doesn't matter. Just
Joel
say whatever.
Would not get off with Aaron.
No.
But if you're doing spin the bottle... and they say, oh, you got to kiss Kieran or Christian MJC or whatever. I mean, I wouldn't be bothered, but, you know, you just do it like a couple of seconds, stick the tongue in perfunctorily, and then that's it.
Perfunctorily. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And if you're even if it's like a homophobe, then you just give them a peck on the lips, and that will still counts as a kiss.
However, if you have certain issues about your sexuality, you might feel uncomfortable playing spin the bottle.
Well, why play it then?
Yeah, that's true. You must respect the bottle. You must respect the bottle.
But do you think who spins the bottle?
What, Ted?
Of course.
So then the next scene was Joel and Aaron in a bubble bath. I know they have bubble baths with everyone, don't get me wrong, but Joel said to Aaron, do you have a boyfriend? And Aaron said, no one would put up with me. Aaron said to Joel,
that's true,
do you have any gay friends? And Joel said no.
But he did think about it.
Yeah. And Aaron said, do you get lonely? And Aaron said, no, I just drive and see one of my friends if I get lonely. But I thought that whole conversation
was a bit odd.
It was a very personal conversation.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It was a loaded conversation.
It was exactly that. It was a loaded conversation.
It was. So the air was heavy with male lust and longing, even at this early point. And then it cut to the bedroom.
Let's take some mitigating factors into this. One, Aaron was drunk off his head. Obviously, that's no excuse. You read the rule book. Two, well, how did it start? Aaron wiggled his naked bum in Joel's face.
Yeah, he did. That was quite bad just for an intro, if that was the beginning of it.
That was the moment Big Brother should have called Aaron to the diary room.
Now, I don't agree with you.
Go on.
Because on BBUSA, you know, when something bad happens, like when Willie went for, I forget who it was, that chef.
Fruit Loops.
Big Brother's like, stop that, get in the DR now. And the other one, go up there, and they'll just...
Yeah, they do that on ours though. Before they've like, so-and-so get to that room, so-and-so go to that room. They've done that on our one loads of times.
But when Daly... here we go. When Daly assaulted Hazel, they spent the night together in that... the safe room, and again, he was sent back in the house, and I seen they spent the night in the same room.
I'm not sure if they did, but I think maybe they did.
Well, they said to Aaron, I suggest you go to bed immediately.
Yeah. Aaron knew, as soon as they called him, he knew he was in big trouble. But let's just go through what happened again.
Yeah, but I don't think he realised he was going to get the boot.
No, definitely not. Right, here's the problems that happened there. One, the other housemates were all laughing about it, egging him on. Two,
peer pressure.
Aaron took it way too far, wiggling his ding dong around.
Where do you think he should have stopped?
He just shouldn't have even started. Once it started, it was...
But do you not think, you're on bit, like, personally, if I'm on Big Brother, if someone's not wagging their cock and balls
Yeah.
at me or on